I'm excited to see you here because this is our first lesson in the Miyagi course. So I will teach you some basics of prompting and how to think of AI, but in action. So first we will learn this by a morning ritual. We will ask ChatGPT to help us to create our morning ritual. And below this video, you will find all the prompts which we will use. So in this case, we'll start with asking it to create an outline, a morning ritual for me. Okay, so as you might see, it will generate quite fast, and honestly, I'm very impressed because it became faster and faster in the last year, and it's amazing now. So you can read it through. It's like a wake up 5 minutes, and um, usually it's positivity, or it starts with positivity, hydration, and stretching. So doing some yoga and mindfulness, and healthy breakfast, personal development, and review goals and plans, and some gratitude practice. Usually I do gratitude earlier, but you can always restructure it. So I wanted to give you this as a this is the first draft, and after this we can modify this. So for example, I already practice meditation every morning. By the way, I recommend the meditation very very much. And as you will see, it will modify the outcome or the results based on the input you give. So, for example, it gives me back that if you remember, it was shorter earlier, but now it's extended to 20 minutes. So it's very good for this. Uh, it gives you more specifics if you modify the prompt. So the next thing is that you can give it more details. So for example, I mentioned that I'm 38 years old male and I want to feel peaceful and centered after my ritual. Let me see what it gives to us, okay? So I use copy paste, and you will find all the prompts below the video. But I just didn't want to waste your time to type it out. So this is the reason I copy paste. But I highly recommend to use your own prompts, or not just blindly copy paste it, but also rewrite certain parts. For example, I always do longer morning meditations and longer rituals in the morning, but it's really up to you what you prompted. Um, yes. Okay. So usually it gives you a modified version of the first results. Now let's add some style. So for example, when you give prompting, you can also specify the tone or the style as a layer, so will give you the results based on that. So let's say uh, give some big and low fat meal options, preferably oatmeal. I love oatmeal, and inspire me like Tony Robbins. And you can use whatever you want, but let me see what it gives back. So usually it gives you not just the result, but also based on the tone what you expected, and even better what you expect. So let's say I want to modify it. Meditation is for 20 minutes, like TM. Can you modify? And based on my prompt, it will modify the results quite fast. So as you might see, it's not just AI. I want to point out it's generative AI, so it always generates the answers on that spot. So in that second, in that moment, this is why when I talked about it with lots of my developer friends, they always think in this fixed mindset. So what is the input I give? It only give me back the results, of course, but it can give you better results. So you can train it to give the prompts to you, to give it back to it, and it will develop and it will always generate answers. So this is for future lessons. Now I just wanted to show you that it will modify the answers based on your modifications. Okay, so I hope to see you in the next lesson.